What's going on, everybody? This is Captain Obvious. You guys are the 11 crew, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Alright guys, what I have for you today is the Horseshoe. It is a fully expandable Enderman farm, basically. I only did 2 modules. I do suggest when you build it, you build about 5 to 10 for maximum effect, because it's otherwise, you're not going to get a lot. Also, you'll see when I'm doing the tutorial, but you can actually make another version going this way, another version going that way, and you can expand this thing up to 28 long. All depends on the tripwire hook distance, so keep that in mind. But without further ado, let's get into what you need and how to build it. Alright guys, so what you're going to need are some blocks of your choice. I'm going to be using quartz and pillar quartz. Keep in mind I'm also in creative, so this may not be a viable option for you because you're going to need a lot of the quartz especially. So I'm going to be using these two. We also have some quartz slabs, some quartz stairs, some purple and some purple concrete, some magenta stained glass. You can also use purple if you'd like. I just think it looks really good in the end. Actually, red works as well, so keep that in mind. We're going to be using some stone slabs, some water buckets. Just take 2, so then you can just make an infinite water source. You're going to need some sea lanterns or any kind of light source. I think sea lanterns look really good. You're going to need some redstone dust, a bunch of string, a bunch of chests, some repeaters, or a bunch of repeaters, a bunch of tripwire hooks, vines, hoppers, and pistons. Obviously, you want to make sure you kill your ender dragon. And then what you want to do is just come out of the main island, like a lot of blocks. I have it on the bottom, okay, so nothing can spawn. And it is 120 blocks out. Okay, so you want to make sure it's far enough out. So we're at 120 blocks. Whoops. And then what you want to do is build yourself a 13 by 13 platform. Now, keep in mind, you can also do it again over here. So you can, once we build this whole thing, you can have another 13 by 13 coming this way. And also another 13 by 13 coming that way. Might be a good idea for you guys to do. It should yield you a lot of Enderman. Okay, so once you have that done, once you have your 13 by 13 done, you're going to come up on each corner 3 blocks high. Okay, with your pillar quartz, just like so, or again whatever block you chose. Now this is going to be my front, so we're just going to come here, come up 1, 2, 1, 2, and then go all the way across like that. I just happen to like the design, but again, you feel free to do it however you want. Okay, and then we're just going to come around like so. Okay, we're going to put our glass there. So again, you got your stairs here like this, and then you're just going to put your glass like that. Okay, and then you're just going to find the centers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be the 6th one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then we're going to do the same thing. And this is going to be all the way around. Okay, so once I do this side with you, I'll just go ahead and do the other side really quick, or the other sides really quick. Just like that. Okay, and then you want to do those on the other 2 sides as well. Okay, so it should look something like this. Now, before we actually continue going, we might as well go ahead and put the lamps down, because you're going to be, I'm obviously building this on peaceful and creative, but you guys are going to want to go ahead and, or you guys are going to be building this in survival, so you want to make sure you get some light down. Right, just like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to put them in each corner, and then each of the middle pillars, and then also on the doors on the left and the right. Okay, should be nice and bright now. Now for some more decoration. So you're going to do so again, find your front. You're going to come up to the corner and go that way. That way. Do the same thing for the back. Go that way. That way. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come up with your glass. So you're going to come up 2. Okay. You're going to put this way, like that. Then you're going to go purple concrete. You're going to come out of it It'll make more sense. I'll show you what it looks like once I'm actually done, just in case you're not following. Purple, purple, and then you're just going to put your half slab there and there. Okay, so that's kind of how you want it. Just keep in mind which way the stairs are going. Okay, and then for the top, you're just going to do the opposite. So for the end here, we're just going to come out 2 and boop. Okay, so that's all you want to do. You just want to make sure you do the opposite for the top. There we go. All right, so the back is going to be the exact same way. So let me just go ahead and do the back really quick. All right, so now the back is done. Okay, now the sides are going to be very, very similar. So we got the glass here. Excuse me. Okay, so just in case you didn't realize, the glass is always the second thing that goes. All right, now we're just going to take the stairs, but go regular and upside down, followed by the purple. Now we're going to come inside with it, like that, like that. Go purple, 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 and then we do stairs, slabs there and there. Oops. Okay, and again, I am going to, so that's how it should look. Again, I'm going to go ahead and do that side real quick. All right, now that that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to put these lights here, these lamps, again in the same spot. So you're going to put it right in the middle and right on the corners. Now, keep in mind, the corners are technically going to be covered a little bit, but they do give out a little bit of light because of what we're going to do afterwards. Okay, so you're going to put those there. And then you just go ahead and you put this like so inside. I just really like the way these complement each other. Okay, just like that all the way around. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our stairs and put them outside like that. Okay, so it's going to be upside down, and it's going to be a trace around the outside. All right, just like that. Cool. Perfect. Okay, and then what we're going to go ahead and do is put the stone slabs on top. Okay, this is simply for design. All right, and then we're going to come inside, skipping that, and we're going to trace that on the inside as well. Okay, so just like so. Now you could technically just put slabs in here as well if you'd like. What I like to do, this is where some of the water comes into play. I like to go ahead, or that's where the water comes into play. I like to go ahead and put water on the top. Oops, I forgot this here. Yeah. I like to go ahead and put water on the top of each of these lamps or lanterns or whatever, because it gives this really cool wave effect. All right, so if you're walking down, well, maybe you don't see it there, but it does have a little bit of a wave effect to it. Okay, so just keep that there. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and let's start. We don't need that. Right, I'm just trying to think, see what we need and what we don't need. I don't think we need really any of that stuff right now. So we can go ahead and we don't need the purple at all. Yeah, go ahead and make sure you have all of this in your hotbar at the moment. The quartz, all of this. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to count, go from the corner and go 1, 2. On that third one, you're going to put a block. So 1, 2, third one block, 1, 2, third one block, 1, 2, third one block. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to break those and break the ones in front. So again, break those, break the ones in, break the ones in front, and break those, break the ones in front. Okay. Be careful not to fall down, please. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what. Leave the inner ones here for now because it'll help us when we put our hoppers down. Okay. So what you're going to do is come inside here. And again, this is the middle. So you want to go to the outside and face all of your hoppers into the blocks like that. All right, just like so. Now we can go ahead and we can get rid of our blocks. And I like to put the chest going this way. If you want to use trap chests as well, be my guest. But I like to just keep going like this with the chest. So that way we don't need any trap chest because we already have a lot of the tripwire hooks. Okay. I like to go ahead and just finish it off with some lights here. And then if you're nervous about stuff spawning, what you can do, okay, actually you can get rid of that. Then we can put that and that. Oops, like that. Right, that's a bottom slab. And then you can just come like this. You go all the way around. That again, that's if you're nervous. If you're not nervous, you don't need to do it. But let's just do it for now. All right, let's just do that for now, like so. Okay, and then what we're going to do after we finish this is we're going to take our stone slabs and we're going to cover, whoops, the hoppers. Okay, so that's the next step right after this. We just cover the hoppers. Now remember, all those lights see through, so we're still getting the benefits of the lights. Perfect. So just come out like that. Okay, now if you want this to be an XP farm, okay, we're going to come up 43 blocks. So we already have, let's start from here. We already have one. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 42, 43. Okay, so that's 43 blocks high. If you do not want the XP, you don't need the vines, and you can just put down a 44th block, and we'll start doing everything from there. But if you want the XP, go 43 up. Let me just do the rest of these. All right, guys, so now that that's all done, right, we got it that high, what we're going to do is we're going to take our stone slabs, and we're going to start from the third one of these pillars up. So that's the first one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are going to put it on the top, and I know you're thinking, but can't they spawn there? Well, yes, but we're going to do something else with it. Okay, so we're going to go like that. Then it's going to be every 2 after that. So 1, 2 on the top one. Okay, and you're only going to the inside here. You don't actually have to put it like that. Okay, now you are literally going to do this going all the way to the top. Okay, so again, I will cut away and I'll see you. And oh, wait, actually, I might as well just do this all in one take. And then you're also going to do the same thing on the outside. And these are the little chambers where the Endermen are going to be standing. Okay, and again, you don't have to wrap it all the way around. You just put it there. And then there, whoops. And then there. Okay, so do all of that going up to the top, and then we'll come back. All right, so that is how it should look. This is also going to take you the longest. This is the longest part of this whole project. Okay, so now what we're going to do is that top one. You can actually do this from the top, so you don't really have to go back. Actually, maybe you can. Never mind. From the top, you just want to come inside underneath like this and just double up just that top layer. Okay, those are where the vines are going to go. Keep in mind, if you are doing the 44 instead of 43, you don't need this, but also the bottom's going to look weird. Okay, so this is the top. Just remember, these are the chambers where they go. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're just going to extend this out by 2 more to make it a 3 total platform. Okay, just like so. Same thing here. We just want it to come out 3. And then for the inside here, okay, we're just going to go like that. Okay. Cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build up. Okay, we're going to build up 2 there, 1 there. Okay, so 2 layers there, 1 layer in the front. You guys get the idea. Also, I'm only going to do this 2 high, but you can go as high as you want. Okay, and then we're going to come back in and we're going to put our pistons facing this way. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put a line of blocks right on top of those pistons, just like so. Okay, also you can bring these up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now we're going to do this little inside piece here. We're going to face it towards the back. So we're going to come in this way. And the same thing, except we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just on those 3 blocks. And then 3 in the front. Okay. Then we're just going to come in and put our pistons there. And same thing, we're going to put our blocks there. Okay, now comes another tricky part. On the outside, okay, so if we're looking at the horseshoe from the front, you go start on this side. We're going to come out 2, 3, 1. Same thing here. 2, 3, 1. And we're going to do that all the way around. So it's 2, 3, 1, right? 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. It'll make sense in a minute while we're doing it like that. 2, 3, 1. Okay. Now for inside here, what we're going to do is we're going to go 3, 3, 1. Okay. 3, 3, 1. Okay. Now again, looking from the front of the horseshoe, all we're going to do in this spot right here, we're just going to put repeaters. Make sure they're facing outward. Okay. And then same thing here. Make sure they're facing outward. All right. And then we just want to connect it with some redstone. And just like so. Perfect. And perfect. Okay. Cool. Now what we're going to do for the for these parts right here is we're going to lift this up. So it's going to come up 3. So you're going to put purple right on that little horseshoe part right here. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Okay, then right here, right above where see where this block is that we had the 1 that came out? That's where we're going to put our tripwire hook. So 1 there, right? 1 there. And then inside here as well. 1 there. Perfect. All right, now we're going to come in with our string. And you're just going to connect those. So 1, 2, 3. Whoops, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And did I get all of them? Yeah. Okay, so now anytime something stands here, an Enderman stands there, boom, gets pushed off. Okay? Perfect. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to cover everything. Everything that has something underneath it. Okay, whether it be a tripwire, whether it be a piece of string, everything that has something underneath it gets covered. Obviously, everything that doesn't, well, doesn't. Very simple. All right, so we're just going to do one more layer up. Cover that. Perfect. Cover that. And cover that. Oh, and that too. Okay, so now we could go ahead and we can start our next layer. So what we're going to do is put a block down there and then just go ahead and do that 5 across. So 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Okay, again. Oh, no, make sure it has to be on the top part. Okay, although do it on the corners. All right, and then you're just going to come in 1, only go to 5, 2, 3. So you're leaving all the ends. Okay, we'll do that one more time just so you see it. Start there, put a block on the top, you could break that, and then you're just going to the ends like so. All right, same thing here. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, just like so. Perfect. Now we're going to come up again, another 2, same as before, and then 1. So now we're just basically going to repeat the first thing we did when we got up here, and we had that frame going. Okay, and then same thing this way. Perfect. Now we can place our pistons facing inward. All right, place our pistons facing inward. Okay, now we're going to put a block on top of each. Same as before. We can go ahead, sorry, we can go ahead and bring this up equal to that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing we did the first time. So we're going to go 2, 3, 1. Okay. 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. And same thing on the top. Same thing on the other sides. All right. 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. And then for over here, we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing with this right here. We're gonna bring this all the way up. Oh, actually, you know what? No, let's not do that. We don't need this. Sorry. There we go. Goes this way. We can actually bring this out. I forgot. We actually could have extended this whole thing. Sorry about that. You can actually just extend this whole thing out. So the same pattern. Just like that. Cool. Now we bring this up 3 again. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we go ahead and put this on the top of it and that there. Cool. All right, now let's do the same thing with the repeaters. So the repeaters are facing out. Now I know what you're thinking. You only have to put 1 repeater on this thing technically, but I've had an issue with stuff getting stuck before. Not recently, and not in this specific build, but in general with tripwire hooks. So I would just like to double it up. So it's really only an extra repeater on each one. Okay, and then you're just going to go ahead and make sure everything is connected. And then again, go ahead and put down your redstone dust. All right, now if you're done, if this is the amount of layers that you want, okay, so if everything that you wanted to do is built, then you just cover it. Again, we're going to do the exact same thing. You don't need to cover the gaps, because again, what if you want to actually build up, one more? What if later on you decide, you know what, I'd like it? Because don't forget, in Bedrock, you can go to height limit and things will still be spawning. So I mean, we may have horrible spawns in general, like rates, but in terms of how they actually spawn, they do spawn vertically. So that's a one positive thing. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And obviously I'm building this for Bedrock. Will it work in Java? It should. I don't see why it wouldn't, but it's not. I'm not building this in Java, and I'm not technically building this for Java, so I can't say for a fact. Okay, so when you're all said and done, you should have just the 3 spots remaining, and everything should look like this with the dimensions. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I got myself something to drink downstairs. I made a sandwich, and yeah, came back up here. Now, keep in mind, there's a spawn cap, and I think something else died. Yeah, there we go. So we do have 1 in there. I hit one by accident. All right, but then you just come in here and you hit them. There we go. If you had a sword. Now keep in mind, a sword of looting is what you want to get. You want to get a looting sword. That's obviously the most important thing. There we go. Come on. Because that'll just take him out really quick. Oh no. There we go. If I had a sword, it would go faster. But anyway, you guys get the point. You guys get the point. It's pretty cool looking, I think. I love the design of it. I'm really, really happy with how it came out. Let me know if you actually build the bigger one. Oh, you can actually build it much bigger too. I think it's 28 is the most you could build if you go from how far the tripwire hooks can put signals. I believe it's 28 by 28. So let me know if you build a bigger version of this where the corners meet and you do it all over again, or if you do the 28 by 28 all the way around. You can send me pictures of it. I would love to see it. Obviously, the more area you have for these guys to spawn, the better it will be for yourself. Okay? So anyway, that's going to do it for me. Until next time, Captain Obvious out. Peace.